It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, both these teams excited about the matchup, feeling confident that they can prevail. We will see shortly how those aspirations pan out. And last year it became clear that this Bulls team was transitioning from the Derrick Rose era to the Jimmy Butler era. If you were in charge of the Bulls, Shaq, how would you build this team around Butler?
Well, Butler isn't a guard that likes to dominate the ball like James Harden, so you can still have an elite player at the point to complement him. I might want more of a second threat to add to a second option, but Jimmy Butler, great direction to go into.
Well, I'm not from the school of thought of errors. I'm from the school of thought errors are built after the fact, not while they're there. Butler's defense is great. I would still build a defensive-minded basketball team. I do like the way they can do that, and that could be a driving force moving forward.
Getting ready for the opening tip. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. And before the action gets going here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David, what's the news?
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense. He said they have so many different ways to hurt you that it's impossible to take away everything. It's just about damage control. And he acknowledged they've got a big job to do defensively. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. So the Rockets win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Gibson in at the power forward.
And they are on the board first.
Let's see if that gets them off and running.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. And here are the Bulls now. It's a three-point game. Anderson with the block. Harden with it. Wade picks him up. Anderson outside to the wing right side. And Beverly kicks to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. It didn't take long for Coach Hoiberg to have his first taste of what it's like to be an NBA coach. Jimmy Butler famously said he wanted Hoiberg to coach the Bulls a lot harder during their struggles.
Well, they were used to being coached hard. I think for Hoiberg, he has to be himself. A coach has to have the players buy into their system. And you know what? Winning helps and losing doesn't.
We're about 1 minute into the first. No good from Wade.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Count it, good. Anderson's got his first basket.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
Poked loose. Capella dishes to Beverly. Finishes the break with a slam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
Here's Butler following the score by Houston. And they double up Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Gibson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's the muscle Gibson has, just concentrating on his shot despite the D roughing him up.
And last season, Taj Gibson dealing with his name being on the trading block for a good portion of the time. Steve seemed like it was finally his chance to break out and put up big numbers too.
Well, you see Taj Gibson's ability to play above the rim. Defensively, he is solid. You were waiting for his offensive game to catch up to everything. He's not there yet, but he's one of those guys that's a terrific contributor on the team, and you gotta have him.
And here are the Bulls now, following the score by Houston. Right side, Rondo. Softly drops in the floater.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Capella, the pass to Ariza. Hits it from three-point range. Ariza's got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bulls trail by 9. Outside Rondo. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Another shot. Anderson with the block. Here is Harden. From the baseline. Second shot opportunity. Capella kicks to Beverly. And Anderson has it in the corner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Wade against Harden. Here's the teardrop. Tries again. That one doesn't drop. So Houston will take it the other way. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Capella kicks to Harden. Over Wade. Harden. That's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And so many players in the NBA, Smitty, are passionate about giving back to their communities, lending a helping hand to that next person to help them reach their dreams. And I know it's a cause that's close to your heart. So why is this so important to players like yourself?
Well, it's so important, Kevin, because I think in all walks of life, there's somebody that's helped you. And I had the opportunity to get a chance to help others. And I learned this from my parents, especially my mom. She was the foundation of our family and the community.
And I know one of the big contributions you made is back to your university up in East Lansing, Michigan State, with a huge donation that they are very thankful for.
Yeah, just the synergy I had with Michigan State, also my high school, being able to give back, and especially providing a scholarship for kids to get a chance to have a scholarship to attend Michigan State University.
Bulls trail by 11. Here's Mirotic. Here's Valentine. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
He is simply one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He never quits on the glass.
For three, Beasley. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Well, the Bulls shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. McDermott kicks to Lopez. Here's Mirotic. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside Gordon. From deep, drills the three-pointer. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
It's looking good so far. They have their offense intact right now.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Nene kicks to Brewer. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Grant. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Rockets leading by 10. Prigioni kicks to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And a huge lead here early to start.
The game plan is working to perfection so far. Didn't take them any time to get into rhythm.
Now, here's Grant.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella is lurking around.
Back to Brewer. The 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Brewer's got 5.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
They get a hand on it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. Grant. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Rockets on top, up by 15. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler. He spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player, and if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Anytime they get a whiff of a fast break opportunity, they are sprinting ahead of everyone on the opposition.
Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Nene is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For Houston, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw, good, Anderson. Bulls trail by 16.
You talk about the Bulls team last season, a little bit of dysfunction. The Bulls decided to break up the backcourt of Rose and Butler. That was a surprising move to me.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And thinking back to the Bulls trade, it's never easy to move an all-star guard.
That athletic.
Way up there.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
Special thing.
Bring it in. Start it. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up.
Yeah, right now.
Greg Popovich does a nice job. Rick Carlisle comes to mind. These guys just does a nice job of being able to change their defensive philosophy throughout the course of the game. Doc Rivers also come to mind, being able to play with what he has, and he can change up on the fly.
And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
That's what they do. They find the high percentage shots, and they nail them.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. McDermott's checked in for the Bulls. Here's McDermott. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul. Butler on the wing. Ariza covering. Here's the floater. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
What power from Taj Gibson. He really likes sending a message to the defense with his dunks.
Wade against Harden. It's Ariza on the wing. McDermott with the double team. Launches a three. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Ariza. Anderson's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Beverly dishes to Ariza. Back to Beverly. The three from Harden. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
You gotta be physical, push him off the block, get him off the spot.
It's Ariza on the wing. And Beverly kicks to Capella, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And what a breakout year it was for Doug McDermott in 2016. He saw a lot more time on the floor, and he earned it with better production, Steve, in every facet of his game.
Yeah, I think the breakout year for him is on the defensive end, and also the game as a youngster is perfect.
That jam!
Wow, nice!
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Gibson passes to Rondo. Knocked away. Stolen by Beverly. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
I don't know what I like better. The steal that started it off or the instant offense.
Rondo dishes to Gibson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. He kicks it to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wade drives in. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Beasley comes in for Anderson. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Bulls, Lopez, he's checked in for Gibson. Valentine comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Jaren Grant in for Rajon Rondo.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life. Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. 1:37 left now here in the second. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ariza. And Beverly kicks to Capella. That one misses. Some solid defense from Butler. For Chicago, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Beasley with a clean look and a miss there on the triple. The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Butler.
The three ball is so dangerous, especially when Jimmy Butler's taking it.
It's Beasley on the wing. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. No good on that one. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. Pablo Prigioni comes in for Patrick Beverly, then for the Bulls. Mirotic comes in for McDermott, and Tony Snell subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Well, Chicago's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Grant kicks to Lopez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Brewer. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. For Houston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one falls for Brewer.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mirotic. That's tipped, but he stays with it. Grant outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. On up the court. Oh!
No, he didn't.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Here's Snell, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide-open shot.
Gordon outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
A little joke right at the buzzer.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Rockets on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Without question, Trevor Ariza displaying his skills today.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
Just awesome on-court awareness, knowing when to take it to the hole as well as dish it out. That's why he is such a crucial member to this team.
The Bulls shooting 47%, pretty solid. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Dwayne Wade. Jimmy Butler is out there with Taj Gibson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Lopez in at the center.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Here's Harden. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, Steve, you won a sportsmanship award that is revered by so many in the NBA and always a pretty significantly even-keeled disposition, always first class with the media, one of the best guys always in the league to talk to. We see other players like, Kevin Garnett, Russell Westbrook, a little bit more fiery. What are the advantages to either approach?
It is. I mean, it's just preference. I was a guy who was kind of fiery, like a lot of talkative, but I think also just like those guys, we get a chance to know more about them off the court. They are good guys. You have different depositions on the floor than off. And I like Kevin Garnett and Russell Westbrook, totally different off the court.
Well, I know Garnett. He is as good a guy as there is.
He is. He's first class. Now on the court,
tough competitor.
He'll go at you.
He will.
Just like Russell.
Yes. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer, and it paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. He said of his decision, "I was nervous, I'm not going to lie to you, but everything I put myself through I knew what I was capable of.
He's come a long way, David. Thank you. For Chicago, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Rondo passes to Butler. The feed to Gibson. Leans. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gibson's got 7 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Butler's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Pretty good with the ball in his hands off the dribble, but now you're seeing the other facet of his game, the catch and shoot jump shot.
And a wide open look for Rondo. And the shot falls short this time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Defense has been atrocious lately for them. You can't blame him at all for wanting to address that here in this timeout.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Here's Wade. The teardrop falls in.
Wade is 6'4", but when he gets it down by the rim, he might as well be 7 feet. There's just no stopping him.
Harden against Wade, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Rockets have gone 6 of 9 at the line. That free throw good from Harden. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The drive by Rondo. It's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Nene's checked in. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Beverly against Rondo. Pass to Gibson. Ariza brings the double. 3-pointer, Butler, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Gibson. Houston making some changes. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Ariza. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverly. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Sharon Grant comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Taj Gibson's one of those players that's just always in the right place at the right time, never plays outside himself on either end. He just gives you effort every time out.
Here's Harden. From down in the low post, it goes. Harden's got 15 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Exactly what he's trying to do. Take an opponent that's struggling to keep pace and just put them further in the rearview mirror.
And with Gibson, you like that he can play as a starter or come off the bench. He's effective in both. He's comfortable in either role, as he's done both, Steve, for extended periods of time.
Because his mindset, whether starting or coming off the bench, is to play with energy, effort, and to defend. So any role, starter or off the bench, he thrives.
Gordon dishes to Prigioni. Mirotic grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 19. Wade with it, poked away. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
That's great court vision by Jimmy Butler. Really seeing the court well.
Rockets leading by 18. And stolen by Mirotic. Grant kicks to McDermott.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one at the line is good. So for the Rockets, Beasley comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Pablo Prigioni. Chicago also making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Valentine in for Dwayne Wade. Harden the pass to Nene. McDermott with a steal. And here's the fast break. They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. Robin Lopez is checked in for Doug McDermott. And 1:01 left in the third. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Brewer is just to Nene. And slam dunk by Nene.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Passes it to Valentine. High post Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Grant, that's good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Harden gets the bucket.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Bulls trail by 19. Kicks it to Valentine. Lopez passes to Valentine. Tipped away. Stolen by Gordon. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Gordon against Mirotic. Here's Valentine. It's rebounded by Houston.
Had the layup. No one really contested him. Missed opportunity.
Inside, here's Grant. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Grant's got 11 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
From deep Harden, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 19. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Rockets leading by 19 points. They've got Corey Brewer, Patrick Beverley out there with Gordon. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Nene in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And for the Bulls, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Rondo. Eric Gordon with the rebound.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
Ariza kicks to Nene. And Nene with the stuff.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Chicago's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Rondo dishes to Mirotic. Back to Rondo. All alone. Can't hit that one. And Houston the other way now. Gordon the pass to Beverley. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
Outside Rondo. Feeds to Lopez. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Lopez knows his length is an asset to him on the offensive end, and he used it right there.
Lopez with the steal. Stolen by Beverley. And now Brewer running the floor all by himself.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
I think, you know what? He sniffed out the opportunity on the break. That's called cherry picking.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Snell from outside. Brewer with the rebound. Rockets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Nene. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First one falls for him. Houston making some changes. Moniunas is checked in for Ariza. Sam Decker comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverly. The Bulls also changing it up. Felicio's checked in, and it's Portis in for Mirotic. Here's Felicio, and the layup's good off the glass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Moniunas, and the jam by Moniunas.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Cannon, pass to Felicio. Cannon kicks to Portis. And no good that time. Here's Houston now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And stolen by Valentine. Takes it from 10. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Nene dishes to Decker. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that little flare is letting the other side know they did nothing to stop him.
Cannon kicks to Valentine. They get a hand on it. Brewer with the steal. Here's Moniunas. Here's Prigioni. Now here's Brewer. From outside off the mark. To the middle. Felicio with the bucket.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Dives for it. Nene the pass to Brewer. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Denzel Valentine did not like that.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Poked away. Here's the break. Up the floor. Here's Brewer. And Decker slams it in.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
Chicago has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Out in his own on the break. Here's Brewer. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Snell kicks to Felicio. Another shot. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. And a change for the Bulls. Grant, he's checked in for Valentine. Cannon dishes to Grant. Back to Cannon. Fires for 3. And that one is off. And it's Houston the other way. Moniunas passes to Beasley. Here's Decker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James Harden. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
You like to have these type of wins every now and then, just a comfortable win.
And here we go, Houston running again. Puts it up from 12, and that one is good.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
on the wing, Brewer. To the middle. Monunis kicks to Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
They shot the lights out in the second half, knocking down open shots and contested shots.
The free throw drops in for Beasley. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Got a piece of it. To the paint, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Cannon. Brewer with the steal. Off on that one. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. Great crowd tonight, but what made the difference down the stretch?
We were just trying to play solid defense, talk to each other, help each other out. The crowd was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Big win, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. Boy, I don't know what his coach said to him at the half, but he came out of the tunnel firing. Awesome scoring display in the third quarter. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
You know what? Usually he takes crazy shot, but his shot selection was outstanding tonight. That's the main thing. He didn't force anything. See, if the shot wasn't there for him, he kept the ball moving. That's how you get your shooting percentage up in the high 50s. Excellent.
Well, James Harden is impossible to keep in check on a night like this. And as a scorer and a playmaker, hardly anyone could compare to him. He's a special player with a special talent.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.